Hi everyone, I'm your coach Todd Hughley, and today I'm going to talk about softness in your body when it comes to swinging the club and being tension free and very relaxed. That is just a huge component when it comes to unlocking your best golf. Now, before I get into that, please hit the subscribe button, like the videos, comment below, and share. I'm trying to grow the channel to 5,000 subscribers. Ultimately, I want to get 10, but I still am short. I have 3,500, I believe, and I want to get up to 5,000. So please share the channel. I appreciate it. It helped me a ton. Do it. But let's go ahead and get started. So being tight and tense and squeezing the life out of the club pretty much destroys your entire golf swing and prevents you from doing all the really great things that I talk about in your golf swing. I want you to be able to swing the club very fast. It's hard to do with a lot of tension. I want you to have a really good release. It's almost impossible with tension. I want you to play pain-free and not be exhausted. And believe it or not, you have tension, set yourself up for injury. I want your body to respond and move with momentum and be able to swing freely and not be this tight, like screw yourself into the ground monster that I see on the golf course so much. And I've come up with a little motto, and it started off as simple, soft, and fast, because simple thoughts, that clears the mind. You don't have 20,000 thoughts going through your head, which is extremely common. If you're very soft and relaxed, that equals fast. To teach that is one of the hardest things, and I could ask any of my coaches that are friends, it's what's the number one swing killer. They're going to say grip, because most of the time the grip is on the club incorrectly for who the person is. And then it's tension. Just because they're squeezing a life out of the club, that club stays wide open coming into impact. That it can't close because it wants to, but you're holding it open. You drag the handle. Your body doesn't move efficiently. You actually just like you're just stuck in the ground, and you just and they have these crazy motions. And then I see these really crazy, wild, tense, tight swings that I can't believe people what they do. And I get them on the lesson tee, and within 20 minutes, they're just hitting the ball light years better. And it comes from being relaxed. So how I want you to do this, and it's very, very simple. You're going to get set up, deep breath, and you're just going to have the club feel like it's almost falling out of your hands. Okay. And I want you to be really loose and relaxed with your arms. And I'm talking like they're just hanging there. And that's going to be your shoulder sockets. That's why I want your jaw to be relaxed. I want everything, even your legs and lower back. Just feel everything get really relaxed. And then when it comes to the grip, I've talked about the index finger and the thumb on the right hand being kind of a pressure gauge for me, and then even the pinky on the left hand. You don't want to squeeze the life with that. You want to, squeeze life out of the club with that. Just have a little compassion there. But your grip needs to stay sturdy. And on a tension scale, it's a 5 to 6 out of 1 to 10, with 10 being the tightest. So just do that, get set up, and a good thing to feel is to make a backswing. Just kind of practice. So when you start feeling the weight of the club head back here, okay, you feel the weight of that club head, and then I want you to go through to a full finish. And you're really going to be in touch with this club head. You're going to be probably really surprised and go, I've never felt that before. And it's interesting, my father knows my swing in and out, and I always have to remind him to be relaxed when we go play. And he's a really good player for picking the game up at 65, now being 77. He's a good player. And he saw that I was tense and tight one day and we were playing. He says, hey, just relax. And for the rest of the day, I thought, man, I'm going to make this as light as I can possibly go and swing in what I think is first gear. So I get up and I make a swing, take it back, boom, okay? And I was surprised at how fast my arms and the club went for feeling that I barely swung at it. And measured some drives. They were 265.
How pure was that?
270, and I felt I wasn't even going after it. And then I made the comment that I'm going to try to hit my driver 150 yards, just see if I could do it. And they were all 210, 220, 190. It was almost impossible to hit at 150 yards. And the people on my website that try that are the same thing. They're getting longer. But the rest of the round, I had my dad video my swing, and it literally just looked like I was doing that. And I was carrying the ball my regular numbers, a few irons longer, and I was just amazed at how well everything blended and tied together. And that's what I want for you. So you're going to just be this really relaxed, oily, that's a great term from Sam Snead. And you're going to build this rhythm. You're just going to feel this rhythm of this club going back and forth. And it's so relaxed. It just feels like it's going to fall out of my hands. Okay. And most people cannot do this. They can't do this simple little back and through. And you're going to hit pitch shots just back through. And you're going to be surprised at the contact. Of course, you're going to middle it and you're going to say to yourself, why have I not been doing this the entire time I've been playing golf? And I know I'm rambling a little bit today, but I really want you to get this. This is so important, especially for myself, any of my students. They're all tension-free. And if you were to quiz one of them, they'll say, what's Todd talk about? Fundamentals and being tension-free. Okay. And it's interesting, if you went and talked to a tour coach, the vast majority of them are going to be, we talk about the fundamentals, and then we talk about being tension-free, and then the rest of it is getting into the metrics and all the analytics and breaking everything down. But it's not very complicated when it comes to the swing. On the game assessments that people have been sending in, a big thing is golfers have 20 or more thoughts going through their head, and that's because of the concept. And if you have a very relaxed swing, it's just back and through, and everything just shows up. And you might be a club shorter when you first go out and play like this. Then you're going to start building speed and stay really soft and in that thought of just bang. And like that feels like it's half speed. Like I'm doing on a scale from 1 to 5, that's not even 1. That's 0.5 as far as my effort level. And yet that ball would still be zinging out there. And that's where I want to get you. And it clears your mind. It helps you handle poor shots. It helps you appreciate great shots. And it carries right over into chipping and putting. I mean, that is massive. With putting, I'm so big on players being relaxed. That is just so important to making putts. So practice being relaxed. I know I rambled today, but this is just a huge part of unlocking your game. And I'm I nag people to death. Be relaxed, be soft, tension free. That's going to equal speed and control.